y'all. This is the Mrs. Smith Show. How y'all doing? I'm back for a while. Anyway, we're going to talk about something that's very important that I just read about, and I looked it on YouTube earlier today, about this young man called Robert Yummy Sandifer. His middle name, Yummy, means he was so greedy for cookies, his grandmother named him that, Yummy. So they named him Yummy for that reason, because he's like, love chocolate chip cookies. I did a little research on this young man. Rather, he's not a young man, he's a child at the time. He was a criminal-minded child. I mean, I got it right here. He was born March 12, 1983, and he was killed September 1st, 1994. This young man had a history of, for a young child, for an 11-year-old child, he has history of armed robbery, arson, drug possession, and murder. 11-year-old child murdering a 14-year-old girl during the time he was in a gang. He was a gang member. 11-year-old gang member in the streets of Chicago, Illinois. If anyone who knew about this, OGs might know about this. I just first time learning about this young man. He was a little criminal-minded little child for 11 years old. He was abused at 6 months, abused through his mother by she burning him with cigarettes. You know, she smoked cigarettes and put them out on him and burned him with these cigarette butts. Then after he was abused growing up in his childhood age, he also abused in his grandmother's house also, because she had 19 children in the house. So this little boy been through a lot during his child age, growing up as a 11-year-old boy. And being in a gang was kind of like maybe a safe haven for him, but to me, it's not a safe haven for you when you're in the gang when you're 11 years old. You're probably in school learning how to do your alphabets and the ABCs, or, trigonometry, math, science, and stuff like that. But this boy here, he went through a lot in his little time span ages and whatnot. He was a Chicago gangbanger, they call him, for 11 years old. And it was in Time. It was a Time magazine also. His picture was in Time magazine. They couldn't find a decent picture, so his mother or grandmother had a decent picture of him, of his mugshot, when he was 11 years old. This boy been in jail and back. He had a rap sheet longer than my arm for an 11-year-old boy. And like he been through a lot during his time. His nickname originally came from Cookie Monster, from cookies, really, from cookies. And it stands by him about, 137 millimeters. And, he was a young gang member, street gang member. The black disciples. Like, come on. Why would you put an 11-year-old baby in a gang member? Rather, he choose that life because he's been through a lot in his life growing up. So I'm just saying, this picture here of this little boy, I'm not going to show you a picture yet. Then go on YouTube and look for it, because he was a young boy. And he murdered a 14-year-old girl. It was like, I think it was like they were shooting at somebody else and he shot her by accident, something like that. But that's no excuse to shoot a 14-year-old girl during the time. 11-year-old boy killing a 14-year-old girl at the time. And it was like a lot of information I got from him when he was shooting. The gang members decided he was looking for, he called his grandmother. She wasn't home. So he called, and she still didn't get no answer. So he waited for her on the porch. Then these two gang members came, of his own gang, came to tell him, we got a safe haven for you. We're going to take you there. Which was not a safe haven for him. They took him someplace in Chicago underneath the train trust, I understand. And they figured that he might be a foreman and to draw attention to the gang. So they decided to take him out. And they told him to get on his knees, turn around, get on his knees. And they shot this boy twice in the back of his head. Now, these young boys who did it were young also. And they did time in jail. They're both out of jail now. And they regret killing this young man, killing this baby. And they said they did regret killing him. That was something that is now haunting them, they said. And I was reading about it, how, what this haunting means. It means when you kill somebody at a young age, when you're growing up and you're a gang member, you kill a child, it's going to haunt you. Yes, it is. This boy now, 11 years old, dead. Right now, today, he will be 49 years old, running around the streets, telling his story, what happened. But he can't. He's not here to tell it. He's buried in Chicago, somewhere in an unlocked grave where his grandmother couldn't afford to put a tombstone on his grave, so that's where he's buried at. His mother died of a broken heart because she regret her son's death at that age. There's pictures on him on YouTube also about his in his coffin and whatnot, and his family members, his siblings, all crying over his coffin, especially his grandmother who paid for the funeral at the time of this boy's death. It's kind of hard when you see an 11-year-old child who was gunned down by his own gang members, shot in the back of his head. It's something simply stupidity. That's the life the boy choose. So, nothing you can say about that. But when you're 11, don't choose that life. Go to school, learn, get education, learn about things that's going on in your life. This boy didn't hit puberty yet, and he went down out here killing people, and doing things that this child should never have been doing in the first place. He had a rough life. The system failed him. Yes, the system did fail him. His mother failed him. His grandmother, grandma did fail him too, because he had issues in the household with her also. The cops failed him. A lot of people failed this child, and while he was growing up, he didn't even reach 12. He was born at 11, and it's harmful condition where he was living in. It's a shame how we do these things to our kids. His mother had a lot of children also. It was taken from her also. She got her little 5-year-old back, and she raised him, and that was it. But she did die after that. She died at the age of 49. Because they say she died from broken heart. It's hard when you do this to a child. You should never have children. You're gonna abuse the kids. You should have that many kids at that. You know what I'm saying? You can't take care of them, then you need to just give them to somebody who's willing who don't have kids to take care of these kids. I feel bad in a way about this little boy who's gone too soon, a young age. This should be an example for these young 11-year-old kids out here. Don't be going to gangs, people. Gangs are not for babies. You need to get your education. Don't disrespect your mother or your father, whoever's raising you. Do not disrespect them. Let them raise you the way they want to raise you. You're just a child in their heart. You got people out here who do love you, who care for you. And this matter, no one loved this boy. No one cared about this boy. Or they just thrown into the system. He was in this system, that system. He's on probation at that too, for a 11-year-old child on probation. So you gotta learn how to love life while you're a child. Enjoy your childhood. Don't be in the gang and then you're 6 feet under. Like this boy here, 2 bullets in the back of his head by his own gang members, because your own gang members could turn on you too. They're not gonna go see you in prison. They're not gonna compensate or nothing like that. Once you're gone, you're gone. They're gonna live their lives unless they're going too behind you. Like I said, these 2 gentlemen, 2 young boys who killed him was his own gang members that killed him. So you gotta learn how to love your life. Like I said, young people could turn on you, especially gang members could turn on you. So enjoy your life while you can, and keep enjoying your life while you're 11, 12, 13. Do sports, football or baseball, or something to keep yourself busy in your life. Like I said, like the boy happened in Jersey who got killed, shot 4 times. He was no gang member. He was going to school, getting educated. He was a basketball star. And someone killed this boy while he's walking home from school. I mean, come on, you jealous? Because I think somebody who did that was jealous of him, and that to me is a shame. You got to learn how to do your own thing also. Life is not a joke. Life is serious now. Look what's going on in this world today. People going to killing kids, kill each other. Life is no joke now. Life is serious, right? Take life very serious, people. Especially young people. Young kids, take life very serious. Life is it's like a candy's gone. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, take life very, very serious. And like I said, I'm back for a little bit, and have any more issues about anything I'll bring up. I'll come back on my show and talk about it. Cause right now I got sniffles because I'm out here in a little cold, kind of chilly. You know what I'm saying? So take life serious. Okay, with things going on now, we're in the last days, people. Last days, and take life serious. Don't take life as a joke. Take life serious. But right now, people out here are crazy. They're going off their wits. Okay, so enjoy yourself and have a good night.